Hello, welcome to our online information session. My name is Tim Bombosch, and I am the Program Director for the Certificate Program in Business Analysis. Today I'm going to talk about the certificate and how it can benefit you, whether you are looking to move into a business analyst position or to better understand business analysis skills to advance your current career. We'll begin by talking about the concept and practice of business analysis and how our certificate will prepare you for a career in this exciting field or enable you to advance to the next level. You'll also learn the nuts and bolts of our business analysis certificate and how you can get started with it. If you have any questions during the presentation, please go ahead and send them in. We'll do our best to answer your questions as we go through the presentation and answer as many as we can at the end. So let's get started. So what is business analysis? Business analysts lead efforts to define needs and design solutions that deliver value to organizations. The complex role utilizes business strategy, operational processes and procedures, requirements management, and subject matter expertise to lead organizations through complex changes. They manage stakeholder expectations, focus on requirements and solutions, measure performance, and when necessary, suggest and implement corrective actions. In order to master the skills necessary to qualify for this in-demand position, you'll take 2 courses that focus on key knowledge areas so you are well equipped to apply a wide range of business analysis techniques to any future endeavor. For example, you may have experience modeling data or business processes, or experience planning and estimating work, presenting and creating business cases, and creating and conducting training. This is a small list of some of the skills that can be transferred to business analysis. For example, according to Glassdoor and market research, the starting annual salary for data analysts ranges from $70,000 to $90,000. Business analysts in IT roles or strategic initiatives will see up to a 19% job growth in the next 10 years. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics also reports that U.S. employers will need almost 1 million business analysis-related professionals by 2020. That's a lot of seats to fill in myriad positions. So how can you add business analysis skills to your toolkit? If you have a bachelor's degree, which is recommended but not required, combined with our business analysis certificate, you'll have the knowledge and skills to be successful and marketable. You'll gain the knowledge to either start work as a business analyst or advance in your current position. You could move into roles such as product management, consulting, senior level IT or business management, solution or enterprise architects, and business process ownership. Salaries in those roles average nationwide between $120,000 to $175,000. Interestingly, the roles could be combined into one position. For example, a systems analyst may be part of a software development project that uses agile management. This person could hold an intermediate systems analyst and intermediate agile analyst role, but the title could be an intermediate systems analyst. As you consider working in this field, you should be aware of 2 business analysis certifications that are widely recognized. The International Institute of Business Analysis has developed a practice standard called the Business Analysis Body of Knowledge, also known as the BABOK. This book outlines work performed throughout the business analysis life cycle. It also serves as the foundation for the Certified Business Analysis Professional Credential. The Project Management Institute has a Business Analysis Certificate too, the PMI PBA, or Professional in Business Analysis. Its standards are based on Business Analysis for Practitioners, a practice guide. Our coursework is aligned with the BABOK, although the PMI standard is used as a textbook option in our classes. Students who complete our program will master the tools and techniques spelled out in these standards through course projects, case studies, and written assignments. So how can UC Berkeley Extension help you achieve your goals and become more competitive in this growing field? UC Berkeley Extension is a continuing education arm of the flagship campus, UC Berkeley. Since 1891, we've been assisting students in reaching their professional goals and accomplishments. We offer more than 65 professional certificates and specialized programs and more than 2,000 classroom and online courses with 45,000 enrollments each year. We pride ourselves on academic excellence. All of our courses and instructors in this certificate are approved by the appropriate campus department. This certificate program is fully supported by the UC Berkeley Haas School of Business. Our certificates require academic advisory boards, which comprise campus faculty and industry leaders. They review the curriculum to ensure that it's up to date and in touch with emerging trends and hot topics. Our instructors, most of whom work in the field, also bring their real-world experience to the classroom. So when you enroll in a UC Berkeley Extension course, you are guaranteed a real-world, professional, Berkeley quality education. So let's focus on the certificate itself. To complete the entire certificate, you'll take 5 required courses. In total, you'll receive 10 semester units of classwork and 150 hours of hands-on practical instruction. You might be wondering, how much time will I be devoting to my studies? Most students spend 4 to 10 hours per week for an online course. Most students complete the certificate between 1 to 1.5 years. Courses are scheduled continuously, so you can begin the program at any time and take the next class with minimal wait time. Here's the list of the 5 required courses that you'll take to earn your certificate. You'll start your education with Business Analysis Fundamentals. In this course, you'll get a complete introduction to the business analysis profession, as well as the knowledge, tools, and techniques used by business analysts. In Business Analysis Planning and Methods, you'll learn how business analysts determine and plan which activities are necessary in order to complete a business analysis effort. You'll master the essential analysis theories that govern the performance of all other business analysis and transformation tracks. You'll continue with Requirements Identification and Management, where you'll learn how to manage conflicts, issues, and changes to ensure that stakeholders and the project team agree on the solution scope and how requirements are communicated. The next class is Business Solution Development and Delivery. You'll learn how to identify a business need using enterprise requirements analysis, how to describe problem definition and analysis, business case development, feasibility studies, and the definition of solution scope. Finally, in Business Solution Evaluation and Validation, you'll learn how to assess proposed solutions to determine which one best fits the business need, how to identify gaps and shortcomings in solutions, and how to determine necessary workarounds or changes to the solution. I also want to point out that we are an endorsed educational provider of the International Institute of Business Analysis. This means that our courses count toward continuing development units that you can apply toward the professional development criterion to set for the Certified Business Analysis Professional Exam. You'll learn best practices, techniques, and strategies from our business analysis instructors who bring years of real-world experience to the classroom. Again, They are approved by UC Berkeley's Haas School of Business. Our instructors are skilled experts deeply vested in your success. They are passionate about sharing their knowledge with you and helping you achieve your professional and career goals. They bring to the online classroom concepts that illuminate the topics as well as real-world examples from their job and consultancy experience. Under your instructor's guidance, you'll work through examples and gain first-hand knowledge through case-based scenarios and interactive projects. Take a look at the instructor profiles of some of our teaching staff. You'll see they are all experts with a diverse range of professional experience. They have been in the trenches solving the kinds of problems business analysts address, and they are considered thought leaders in their fields. You can complete the entire certificate online by taking fixed-date courses, which have a set start and end date, in the same way as an in-person classroom course. These courses run 8 weeks. Your learning materials are always accessible in the online environment. Group discussions, forum posts, and instructor-posed questions provide rich opportunities to interact with your fellow classmates and your instructor. You'll learn by reading materials, including case studies, and completing homework assignments. You submit your homework assignments and projects electronically. Your instructor will provide feedback and grading as you progress through the class. Earning the certificate is a simple 3-step process. First, register for the certificate. We recommend you do this before starting your second course. Check out the requirements on our website. Then, complete all of the required courses with a grade of C or better. You will need a GPA of 2.5 or better to receive the certificate. Probably one of the biggest benefits is that you pay as you go. You don't pay for the entire certificate at once. You pay for each course one at a time. Prices vary based on each course, but in total, the cost is approximately $4,500. Finally, once you've completed all of your courses, you'll receive your certificate. Many of you might be wondering, what do your graduates go on to do? We love to brag about our students' success. Many of our instructors share stories of former students who have landed positions or who have advanced in their careers. Here are a couple of our recent graduates and their current positions. Angela Sullivan is a principal accountant at the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. She told us the reason she chose our business analysis certificate is that she was intrigued in finding ways to add value to her company instead of just focusing on completing a specific project or process. She says she has a lot of experience in improving accounting procedures one at a time, but she wanted insight into how to improve overall outcomes for her company. Another of our graduates is Matthew Kircher, who has more than 12 years of experience in the financial services industry. He is based in Florida and is currently working as an ISD analyst at Navy Federal Credit Union. Since completing our certificate, he has been promoted from Business Operations Analyst 2 to Business System Analyst 2 to his current Analyst 3 position. You can read more about our business analysis graduates on our Voices blog on the website. So how do you get started? If you are new to Extension, you'll need to create a free student account through our website. You'll use this account to enroll and pay for your courses, find out about your grades, and track your progress through the program. Then enroll in your first course, Business Analysis Fundamentals. I suggest visiting the course page and finding a section that fits your schedule. I also suggest filling out our newsletter sign-up form. You'll receive monthly emails about upcoming courses and new blog posts. Thank you for submitting your questions, many of which we've been able to answer during the presentation. Here are a few more that have come in. Can I transfer credit from a college or university? Yes, you can, but you will need to complete the approval process for the course. We will need a copy of your official transcript and a detailed syllabus of the work you wish to have recognized. We will look to see if the content is comparable and represents a similar number of instructional hours. Contact us for more information. I'll display our contact information on the final slide of this presentation. Here's a question that has just come in. Are UC Berkeley Extension units transferable? Generally speaking, the institution you wish to transfer your UC work to must make that determination itself. Check with the institution's department of the registrar. We have time for a few more. Another one that's come in. When do I find out about and enroll in future courses? We publish courses approximately 6 months before they are offered. You can see them on the certificates web pages. All required courses are taught frequently to avoid having students wait a long time before proceeding to their next course. Again, I recommend signing up for our monthly newsletter, which will tell you about courses coming up. And time for one last question. Can these courses be delivered at my workplace? Yes, absolutely. Please contact me and I will help facilitate the process. We love doing that. Well, that's all the time we have to take your questions, but if you have any additional questions that I wasn't able to answer, here is my contact information. I would love to hear from you and discuss how this certificate or individual courses can help you become a qualified and knowledgeable business analyst. Thank you again for taking the time to learn about our certificate and course offerings in business analysis. I look forward to seeing you in one of our online classrooms soon.